The Frontline with Kwaku Annan, only on CTV.
Call for the Igbo king to leave and Ghana's agents need to exit ECOWAS. The nation now awaits the government official response. These demands were strongly echoed by hundreds of concerned citizens who poured onto the principal streets of Accra, making their voices heard in defense of Ghana's sovereignty, security, and economic future. Plus, tonight, we may definitely, or perhaps maybe touch base with our correspondents in the Sahel region, where a similar negative narrative of Nigeria raising fresh questions about the wider West African picture. I am Kwaku Annan, and of course, we're coming to you tonight live from the very HQ here in the studios of CTV. This is the midweek Frontline coming to you live from this very HQ here in the studios of CTV across dozens picking the feed. We begin. Sunyani is floating on the dial 88.1 FM. Western region is on the dial. Of course, Tadi 99.1 FM. In London, the feed is on GOB Broadcasting on modernghana.com and tune in. Still on GOB, flipping it on www.gobtv.tv plus Apple Music. The information super dial tonight is flipping on my CTV GH and the Frontline Ghana plus interactive segment on the WhatsApp line. Folks, 0202973461. Of course, many of you, if you want to also still catch it on the social media, you can join us on GoTV on channel 21 and you are cool to go. Folks, tonight's midweek Frontline, I may not be able to carry the full program. Why? Because we may anytime soon join the feed, as it were, expecting the President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, to address the media, and we have to pick the show live. So any moment the President would start his speech and then we'll speak to the press. I don't know, but this is a program that has been organized that the President speak to the press, and I'm quite sure it's one of those that the President really want to come in close shave with journalists, and then all matters that will be that is necessary that they have to ask the President. The President will put questions, will answer all the questions and what have you. Folks, tonight, let's see, before the President start, let's see what we can, what time we can, squeeze to do something very quick before then we join the feed. Now, tonight, after the Saturday resounding demonstration, guess what? Now, Ghanaians are demanding to know what will be, and so I am even gauging the space that if some journalists would ask the President that, Mr. President, after the demonstration on Saturday, as far as your government is concerned, what is it that you are going to do about this Ghana-Nigerian tension brewing and that fast speed growing tide? What are you to do with the issues bubbling and all of that? I'm just hoping some journalists will do, justice to that. So we are expecting all of that. Now, Ghanaians are demanding to know what is government to respond. This is where we are. The avalanche of calls coming. Kwaku, so what is government to respond? What's the government is going to say? I say, well, I don't know. But we are still tabling the issues before government, what government must do. So all of us, including many of you who joined the demonstration, we are about to know what the President and the government would be saying out of this. Now, we don't know. So, and many of you recall that before the end of the demonstration, then we petitioned the government on many issues, including that of what? Let the Igbo man leave our land. And then also ensure that all Nigerians, including foreigners, must be what? Regularized. And then any Ghanaian who will be, murdered or kidnapped or whatever, whether you are Nigerian, you are whoever you are, will take care of the situation. Among many things we petition. So we are here to know what will happen. Tonight, if time permits, definitely I'm sure we'll probe more. Still on the bill, many of you recall that The Ashanti Defense Force were to hold their demonstration, and that demonstration did not come off. Do you know why? Tonight, if the time permits, then we would speak to the convener. Hey, I was shocked what I heard. But you know what? That demonstration is coming up. Folks, now many of you have heard that Chukuwudi, the South Star King of the Igbos, is taking his case to Accra High Court, demanding that Accra High Court settle his case for him. Why? Because this platform led by me, Kwaku Annan, sitting here, we have defamed him, we've disgraced him, we've called him all sorts of names, blah, 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 all of that. Really? Like, seriously? Hello, guys. Mr. Chukuwudi here. But I was thinking that Chukuwudi would go to ECOWAS court. But the fact that he went to court here, even here in Ghana, I won't say that because here is my hometown or my home base or my country, therefore, we would tell judges or whatever to do. No, not at all. We won't. We are going to go full force on this issue. And Mr. Chukuwudi, I have your sermons here. Okay? So be rest assured that we'll go fixed to it. For me, I was of the view that if you go to court, perhaps maybe you choose the ECOWAS court, even though it's in Nigeria. But we believe that ECOWAS court maybe has the central system whereby we are all Africans, so let's go there. Here, no problem. It will be one of a very fantastic drama. Guys, I've told you guys before, in 2021, when I took it upon some Nigerians here, and Kwaku was expecting the systems of this country to take the matter up and deal with it. No, your former police chief, David Asante said, no. You're rather doing something that is affecting me as an IGP. Therefore, I'm not going to even take it on the Nigerians. I'm taking it on you. What happened? We went to court and he ran away. He ran in between whatever. He was standing there, big man. He ran away. You think I'm a small boy, be that like I walk over? You think so? That's why I really would have wished if we go to a court so that if this matter come to a logical conclusion, no Nigerian person will sit somewhere and say, oh, because the case was adjudicated in Ghana's land. Really? But unfortunately, I cannot read for you. I'm not your lawyers. But I tell you what, there are some lawyers who have heard this case and they are so eager to come and handle this case. And I say, oh, why? Please, relax. Chukuwudi, perhaps, let's also take it that, look, why? He's a human. He's a friend. Why not? He's a human. So don't let us go too wild on this because he's also entitled to defend himself in any form. But folks, let's get started. And agree. And common minimum be deep, but you expect President Mahama. I'll be meeting personal. Personal no be meeting. Personally, baby service and in be bringing that. I hope some good journalists will be there to ask President Mahama. Because he said the question on the table is that yaya resounding demonstration area, what next? And some and saying they to homa demonstration is a bino machine no muya no my into baby and baby or the back we are gauging the space. And then that while Mobe Kai say the Ashanti Defense Force of War, one of them so steady demonstration crowd first our Ashanti region. Guess what? Over 5,000 people were hitting the streets in Ashanti region. Yes, OBC, I know. But unfortunately, demonstrations now were cut short. Why? Which I doubt. Yene Ashanti Defense Force. Who were the top Nigerian officers who were speaking to him? Said they should abort it. Well, I mean, I couldn't believe. So, Mr. There were a lot of pressures from certain corridors of power. But demonstration in Ashanti region. Folks, may I show Sabri what to say? Chukuwudi the platform with Kwaku Annan or the Echo Court to say, Court and Canasa Manu Chrese, you good hoofy, Yayana Basabasa, ya tarnish in some day baby. Sasam so maybe be who can create the actual. Okay? Mbenize, udi kind of police station. No, people. No. If you take the lead, at the police or court or whatever, that will not give you a safe haven, trial. No. But, there are going to be more suits, call it the other side, coming at them. As long as he lives here, maybe I don't have to say this, there are more suits, other suits, counter suits that is going to come at Chukuwudi and his surrogates. Folks, so tonight, I have to walk you through. See, Ghana speaks more, and then I just say a biogas expert for Nebeboy. Biogas expert for ne share abwa say, you bet me enya edanya, so mukra ni besiamo, wombesiamo, kama, say, you be see danama, abra wankasa our plan, and our deba. You see danama, unimade, you be a state of the art kitchen. Guys, more fun to screen is mine. You be ye BBT say state of the art kitchen at the amount. Afi say dinosaur crown or pesi a boy, you be bought dinosaur amount. Near a state of the art kitchen and so shame at the amount. Beautiful, which one and I will pay. Afi BBT say floor tiles. It has any imported tiles from Turkey and also from Italy and also no. Yeah, then special tiles, yeah, the amount. So tiles, I mean, the piano. I quite busy, I mean, man. Yeah, bear tiles and come to the amount. Both domestic, like living room or baby, feel. And now, so open industrial. Not just a supermarket or an answer or shop or an factory. And so you're come near the amount and your at to 2 years for fair. I feel more here boho around this time. Ube here boho. What's it? Two utility agencies were my Ghana Water and Electricity. Almost here saying increments of saying over 200 and something. Minyama's our case in the song. So when was that I'm paying for it here? Ghanaians, are you listening to your politicians? They need an increment of saying over 200% saying on water and electricity, as if Ghanaians we've not paid enough. That's your politicians for you. Into Ghana for brace yourself. After see I do 1 cedi better each 1 liter be enough. Now the question remains here: who cost it for Ghana Water to use much more than chlorine when we use editing? Why not cost here these same politicians? Who are those politicians taking, I can't say, a Chinese Edwomoko forest? And it's a mini war. And your borehole in me to be did that. And also biogas expert for be 2 more come. You 2 manako assassina kumim. Na fi we are. Guarantee ye de man say Jesus bebano. That Jesus be see from say bam. It's easy. It's easy. It's Israel. You have a lot of guarantee. Be ready, Mawati. More dying who I basa. Say, you be break you ha. Yankopon hopefully because I bet you see a mamu feed Nina. Yankopon be adu maybe a Friday. You know best some see a big one. But I'm to tell you, say our lawyers have taken care of this. Chukuwudi, let me sound that to you quite quickly before I go. They've taken it up, and we'll go full trial with this. And so we are not perturbed. Neither we are worried. We are in a highly spirited because we've seen it all through. Not you. Bigger people in high places more than Chukuwudi took us there. Why? And what happened? So, guys, all Ghanaians around the world, be rest assured the platform is in good spirit. We are in high standing. We need all of you, your support. And let's see that we are not doing this for Kwaku Annan. No. We are doing this in the sovereignty and in the rescue of the power, our integrity, our credibility as a nation. Guys, and nobody, not even Ghanaian, would make us go in submission. How much more a foreigner? How dare they? The Ghanaian couldn't even frighten us, but rather allow a foreigner to frighten us by what? Court? No, but why they refuse to come? We called them to come. Did they? They refuse. Why? Why? And they think the court will be their rescue? Like seriously? And you think we can't come to the court? By the way, before we discuss the Turkish matter, we have said a lot about Chukuwudi. Why wouldn't he take that issue on? But he's only concentrating on the Turkish matter. Why? Yes, because that brings about the Chukuwudi personified, which he believes that he has suffered a lot of damages there. What about Ghanaians having said what? And what you are saying we've damaged your reputation. Really? You sat on television and you told Ghanaians that we are what? We are uncultured? Do you understand that? Has your wife explained that to you? For you to sit, whether social media or whatever, and to blow it out. We Ghanaians are uncultured. It means we're not trained properly. I give you the promise. This is a battle you've begun and you have to finish it. Folks, you've started it and you finish it. There's one of his apparatchikis. What is his name? What's this guy's name? The guy is he's so disturbed that I call his face I call him his dark. I mean, there's darkness about him. Destiny Omon. Destiny Omon says, I've called him that he's darkness. You know why, Omon? The end of you is today. Because you are chasing for relevance. You are completely irrelevant and complete destitute. You were saying, I have deleted your video. Go there. Monday program I did is still on the internet. Me deleting your video, I meant to play that video tonight, but I don't have the time. So I'm asking, why would I delete your video? For what? Why would I delete your video? How? What's the meaning of that? Delete your video? And then you've written letters to what? Nigerian senator. You are stupidly mad. Me, I am waiting for the Nigerian senators to drop here in this country. You are mad. But I've been warned that Kwaku, stop this guy. This is irrelevant. He's just simply jumping on the Frontline show to ask it to have a mileage and then also chase for relevance. But you are completely destitute irrelevant. So tonight, that's end of you. I am employing you beginning tomorrow. Come and talk about me. Discuss me all over. Okay? Come and discuss me. Quickly, before we join the feed, we first want to interrogate something here. Why self-styled Chukuwudi Jude did not go to court on many things the platform had earlier mentioned, but the Frontline expose on the Turkish matter. Why? The India. Before Turkish in some bano, Frontline not discussing in some bebreu. Mumisan said, and no, dear no who went to Yamfan court. Name the expose we did between Ono and the Turkish and also an idea. You didn't tell money so much. Into the court, he's going to seek redress. He knows the issues about him, plus Nigerians in Ghana had taken a wider interest, a public interest angle. Therefore, it will be that if he wants to hit the quota, he would have to take all Ghanaians to court. And I'm a boy, yes. Well, who said? Because the issue about Ghanaians talking about Nigerians and whatnot, it taking the biggest public interest angle. And what the Ghana for in court? No. And no, yes, then you have to take all of us to court. But he knows that he can't. So the only thing he would do would be to zero down on the fact that we have exposed him on a business deal he had with a Turkish man. But here comes. He could only, dwell on the Turkish matter. Why? Because that borders much on Chukuwudi personified. Feels he has suffered a lot of damages. But the question now I ask, has this self-styled king, Chukuwudi, questioned himself? Did he sit on the national TV or anywhere to insult Ghanaians? About what? That we are not human beings. To feel that a foreigner is telling us that we are uncultured. Like, seriously? Secondly, let us interrogate. Did the Frontline also publish a story from our own bedroom, or from our corridors, or from the Turkish corridor? Again, can he confirm or deny ever having any business with the Turkish man? Did he sign any contract with a Turkish man? Did he run several audios, text messages, videos with a Turkish man? Did what the Frontline publish are coming from our bedroom, or is coming from whose bedroom? Whose signature is on those documents that we publish? Was Chukuwudi called to make himself same as where the story began its journey? Did he make himself available? What did we tell him? We told him 3 things. I'm not going to remind you. But you know what? You would tell Ghana, the court, under the circumstances where our traditional systems becomes an embodiment of our laws, and where your lineage portrays from whichever village in this country as a royal to have that name on you. And when you check all his business document, everything is on it. What? Quote, Ken. What? Are you using that to lure some benefits or something to your benefit, or to secure what advantage or expediency? The lawyers are smart, equally as that of the judges. That's why I wish this matter wouldn't have, go to Ghana's court, but the ECOWAS court, so that then that's like a neutral ground. Okay? Now, Ghanaians, let me tell you, the Turkish man has taken the matter to Ghana's embassy in Turkey. Now, the issue is even taking a different diplomatic angle, and we are monitoring. We pick all the documents. The Ghana's embassy in Turkey have picked the matter up because the Mehmet guy had also written a letter to the embassy, and they are filing everything down here, and we are monitoring the situation. Did we talk about a story from my bedroom, or from my corridor, or from where? Do you have any business deal contract? Did you make videos? What were you telling them? Were you doing that out of your consciousness? Has your lawyers educated you about those things that you were telling the Turkish people? Have they? You think I'm a small fly to what? A small fry to walk over? Nonsense. And a chick of it. Bullshit. You think I'm a small boy be out there? Look at your what? Your whatever. I've forgotten somewhere. I would have showed it to Ghanaian. You've stated plenty things. Plenty. Giving yourself accolade for a judge to know that you are so and so, you are this is it, you are this, and you think they care about that? You think they care about that? Please, I don't want to go. I don't have time to do that exercise. But Ghanaians, baby, I'm Obi Anton wants to say yes, you receive that suit, and we are going to deal with it and deal with it clear. We don't have anything to do with any judge. The judges are there respectfully to do their own thing. Our lawyers are there to also do their own thing. And then, so for now, the issue about Chukuwudi and any Turkish people remains in the bosom of the court. We don't have anything to say because we want to tell them we are law abiders. So we respect the court. Therefore, Ghanaians, we will not talk about this issue of what? Chukuwudi versus Turkish counterpart and whatnot. It remains with the court. But nobody and no court in this universe, I didn't say Ghana, no court in this universe can bar the front line not to talk about Nigerians, some Nigerians who are causing harm, who are what? Kidnapping, who are doing evil in Ghana and the rest of the world. Nobody can tell us not to talk about it. Not even nobody. So that one, we leave this Chukuwudi matter and his Turkish people in the bosom of the court, respectfully for the court to deal with it. And I know the court will do. If the court tells us that we erred or whatever, we know what to do. If the court tell you, Chukuwudi, to do what is right, the world